Reynolds back in a hurry. Reynolds to the hole.
Rubio flanks and scores! Takesha Granberry on target.
The throw, the catch, touchdown!
Cavalier Sports Weekly is presented by the Virginia Lottery, where all profits benefit Virginia's public schools grades K through 12. By clean, safe, reliable propane. Propane, exceptional energy. By Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. And brought to you in part by the Virginia Athletics Foundation, dedicated to providing scholarship, operational, and facility support for the Virginia Athletics Program. On this edition of Cavalier Sports Weekly, presented by the Virginia Lottery.
He's got a huge amount of talent, huge amount of potential. He's an amazing player, and he can take it as far as he wants to.
If we keep on improving and keep on playing as a team, I think we can go pretty far this year.
Welcome to Cavalier Sports Weekly. I'm Chris Long, number 91 on the football team. On today's show, you'll see highlights from our game against the Duke Blue Devils, a feature on my good friend, linebacker Clint Sinham, along with plenty of other highlights. But first, here's your play of the week.
The Play of the Week is brought to you by SunTrust Mortgage. We make the American dream come true every day.
On this 3rd down 6 call, one running back. Lewis out of the gun. Lewis retreats, looks downfield, and he is going to be hit. Paul Lewis was his arm in the motion. Is it a fumble? They're going to say yes, fumble. Cavs pick it up, and they rumble to the end zone, and they're going to say touchdown.
It was a rush off the right side, so I was pretty much just standing there trying to mirror the quarterback to see what was going on. I saw the ball fly loose, and I was just getting on it, and I wasn't going to fall on it, so I just picked it up, and nobody caught me. I was surprised because I was looking real sluggish out there.
Jeffrey Fitzgerald's play today was huge. He had opportunity, it took him to make plays.
He played real well, and that's just how he does every day in practice. He works so hard, and you can never question that with him.
Last time I touched the end zone was high school, so it was a long time, and it feels good to get back in there.
Stay tuned. Virginia game highlights are coming up next.
Byers wants to throw. Wide open, end zone, touchdown, Vontel Mines.
Welcome back to Cavalier Sports Weekly. Our football team was in Durham, North Carolina yesterday to battle it out with Duke. Let's take a look at the game story.
The Cavalier game highlights are presented by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
This afternoon from Wallace Wade Stadium, the University of Virginia battles the Duke Blue Devils in a key Atlantic Coast Conference matchup. The Cavs are looking for a win in the ACC. Duke trying to snap an 11-game losing streak. Duke, Virginia, today in Durham. And the snap good. Virginia going after it. This is a pretty good kick. It's going to turn over, and Mike Brown is going to make the catch at the 49 and try to head upfield. He got the block, and let's see if he can get the corner. 45, 40, 35, near sideline, 25, and he is going to be out of bounds at the 27-yard line. Under center, Sewell hands off, and it's going to be Byers. Byers wants to throw. Wide open, end zone, touchdown, Vontel Mines.
We worked on it all week, and EB came out there, played a little bit of running back, and, we made a good pass, and I just scored the ball.
There's been a big emphasis within the organization that we have to find some playmakers. The Mike Brown punt return, put us in position for the first touchdown. The Emmanuel Byers pass was a big pass. Then to have Zeidenberg come right back and block the punt, that was substantial, and a lot of credit to pass around to a lot of different kids.
And the Cavs are going to block it. Virginia, Zeidenberg got another one.
Oh, we had practiced that formation because they shifted into a different formation, and Coach Diaco had talked to us about that formation and how it activated me.
And Virginia with Rashawn Jackson in the power formation, and the block and the touchdown. Right side, Jason Snelling. The pick it up off the turf. So it's a throwback to the quarterback, razzle-dazzle. Lewis looking long. He throws into double coverage, and there's Marcus Hamilton with a pick at the 6-yard line, intended for Chestnut. Number 12 in his career.
And that's what it takes. It takes a team effort. You know, not one person can make all the plays. You have to put pressure on the quarterback for him to throw it up under duress. You have to put pressure on the quarterback for him to fumble the ball like that. So that's what our mentality was, and that's what we wanted to do.
Jeffrey Fitzgerald's play today was huge. You know, he had opportunity and took them to make plays.
One running back. Lewis out of the gun. Lewis retreats, looks downfield, and he was going to be hit. Ball loose. Was his arm in the motion? Is it a fumble? They're going to say yes, fumble. Cavs pick it up, and they rumble to the end zone. And they're going to say touchdown.
Last night we talked about we wanted to try to get some turnovers and try to take it to the house, and Jeffrey was able to do that.
I saw the ball fly loose, and I was just getting on it, and I wasn't going to fall on it, so I just picked it up, and nobody caught me. I was surprised because I was looking real sluggish out there.
Shotgun Lewis, deep drop. Sack Copper. No, it's Billick, 94, not 54. Billick, the sack.
I think it was a reflection of this week's practice. You know, I think we prepared the right way this week, and we had a sound scheme, and we went out there and executed it. We came from a lot of different angles and created negative plays. We're playmakers today.
3rd and 24. 16-yard line, dropping back, stays in the pocket, hit, arm going forward. The ball is going to be intercepted. It is caught. Tell me that's Jeffrey Fitzgerald. Tell me that's Jeffrey who caught that ball.
Well, that play, we had the corner blitz coming, and Marcus Hamilton did a good job. Good hit on the quarterback. The ball was up there. It seemed like it was in the air forever, and I just happened to be in the right spot at the right time, and I called it.
He played real well, and that's just how he does every day in practice. He works so hard, and you can never question that with him. And so we're just glad to have him on our team. He's going to be real good down the road.
Snelling's a lone running back. He's pretty much gone all the way. They're going to give it to Jason again. Jason got the block. 45 midfield. 45-40 of Duke. 35 far side, out of bounds at the 30-yard line.
Jason did a real good job for us. He really ground out some tough stuff today. Just came up a little short of the magical 100-yard mark number. And it was nice to see Michael Simpson bring a little juice into the running game there at the end.
They started game plan us and bring to everybody who they had back there, you know, stick 8 in the box and bring them all. And we started adjusting, and then after we adjusted, we came back out and finished executing properly.
They give to the running back for the hole, 45-40, Sedley Pearman 35, 30, 29-yard line. And Pearman a great run, 16 yards. And the first down, and Sewell, the play fake. Sewell bootlegs, rolls, throws, man wide open catch, Sandy, 10-5, goal line, touchdown.
We're very happy for the players. They get something to really celebrate and feel good about, and all 3 units did some very worthwhile things today. Thanks to all the fans who were down here with us. These are our really, obviously our truest supporters and best fans, and it was very apparent to the players and to the coaches that they were here. So we want to thank them for making the trip down here and putting all that orange in the stands.
It's great motivation for the team and, you know, for themselves, just to come out there, you know, get in, you know, get back into the groove.
It was a lot of fun. The defense played real well. We played together, and our mentality to go out there was just to have fun and go out there and just dominate. That's what we try to do today.
Cornerback Marcus Hamilton has used his speed and quickness to become an all-ACC defensive back. For our tip of the week, check out Marcus's fancy footwork as he takes us through some basic agility drills.
What I just demonstrated was the Icky Shuffle. The point of this drill is to get your feet moving as fast as they can, but to remain in balance. Being a football player and a cornerback, you have to have both of those qualities. You have to keep the receiver in front of you at all times and also remain in balance. The next drill I'll show is a lateral shuffle through the ladder. The reason for this drill is also to work on your lateral movement to keep the defender, whether it be a receiver or an offensive lineman, in front of you. No matter which way he goes, you need to be on the balls of your feet, shuffling left to right to keep separation between you and the defender. And this has been your tip of the week.
Our football team is a very close-knit group, and one of my favorite teammates is linebacker Clint Simmons. Of course, I have to say that because he's also one of my roommates. But Clint really is a great guy off the field. And when he puts the pads on, he's a reckless, fierce competitor. Clint Simmons is your Student Athlete of the Week.
The Student Athlete of the Week is presented by the Virginia Lottery. In 2006, the Virginia Lottery contributed a record $454 million to public schools throughout the Commonwealth.
We went to middle school for at least 2 years together, and while we weren't great friends then, didn't really know each other very well. We didn't know who each other were, so I guess that's kind of when it all started. Clint was kind of lazy in middle school. He didn't really partake in any sports, but he definitely picked that up when he got to high school.
Me and Zach have been competing since middle school when we played on the same football team, and in high school when he went to Osborne Park and I went to Garfield. So we all have a healthy sense of competition in that house.
He got knocked down from behind.
Clint's a great player, and I mean, I'm one of the few people who really knew who he was before he came in, and I saw how he struggled when he first came in as a freshman, switching from defensive line to linebacker position, and he had a hard time doing that.
It was definitely different for me. I think my redshirt year helped me a lot. I think it gave me a chance to work on my footwork a lot more and give me the opportunity to learn things and watch guys like Daryl Blackstock and Dennis Haley and understand what I have to do to make myself a better player.
He's a smart player. He's a common sense guy. I mean, a lot of the things that, people like to look into, so many discrete aspects of the opponent's game plan and kind of outsmart themselves. Clint's going to look at the basics, and he's going to not only, he's going to know some of those nuances, but at the same time, he also understands the basics of just how to play football and recognizing formations. Some things that people kind of skip over these days with all the preparation that people do.
He's a great guy, he's real friendly, he's real outgoing. He's very animated, and he's just exciting to be around, He's always got a joke about something, and he's very entertaining.
I got a Clint Sinham quote book. Some of the things he says, I like to write them down in a quote book. Just misusing words or just funny things he says. And it's funny, somebody who plays the game that hard, if the remote control is on the other side of the table and you're in your room, he'll actually call you out of your room to come get the remote control and hand it to him.
I don't know if I necessarily call him, but if he's already standing and the remote's over there, I'll just ask him to hand it to me. He does the same things too. He calls me all the way from the other room and asks me to come get something out of his fridge or something like that. Probably meat or steak like he usually eats.
Toss sweep Daniels. Daniels tries to cut it to the outside. Great run support by the calf.
The one thing that's still debated to this day was who was the better high school player, because we were both kind of the highly recruited players out of our area. And to this day, it's still disputed that I'm the better high school player. And, he will doubt that, but if you go back and check the film, it does prove that I am the better player from our game.
Obviously, Zach is a little delirious, but if Zach feels he was the better athlete, then I'm just going to say he was the better athlete. I'm the better player now, so we'll just leave it at that.
I think he started to realize his place on the team. He started to realize that a lot of the leaders that were here aren't here, and that he is now starting to fill in one of those leadership roles, and that he has to take over and kind of own up for his part of the team and say his part when he needs to.
It's his attitude that I think sets him apart. He really loves the game. We'll be in the hotel the night before the game. He'll just start yelling all of a sudden. We'll be watching Friday night game, and he'll just start yelling and just burst out in all this emotion. He's just like, can't wait to play. And it's just that sort of that attribute about him. He loves the game. Our women's soccer team is off to a great start this season, and one of their best players has been Jess Rostad. Jess has scored 5 goals in her last 6 games, including game winners against Wake Forest and Duke. Jess Rostad is the focus of this week's Who's Heating Up.
Who's Heating Up is brought to you by Propane, exceptional energy.
Obviously, Jess does what she's always done for us, which is giving us some goals. And when you have someone like that up there who can get a goal at any time, it makes your team feel that much more confident.
Things are going great with the team. The team's starting to come together, and perfect timing because it's during just the beginning of our conference. So it's great being 2-0 in our conference, and we're looking forward to going down to Florida this week and playing against Florida State and Miami.
We feel with the way she plays and the way we move the ball that if we do what we're supposed to do offensively, that Jess is going to get the ball in situations where she's isolated, and once that happens, she has the green light to go. She's very hard to handle 1v1, and she can beat most players 1v1, and she almost can beat 1v2. So the goal on Sunday that she scored against Duke was just a great build-up. We did a good job of switching it from one side to the other, and Jess did a good job of just being patient and staying out wide. And once we got it to her, there's one player to beat, and she did it and scored. And she's capable of doing that. Not only is she scoring for us, but she's picking up right where she left off. She's getting big goals in big games, and that's a sign of a tremendous player, which she is.
The team is just playing great right now. Just getting me the ball, getting just everyone the ball. I mean, we're swinging the ball really good, playing as a team, and yeah, we look great this year. So it should be interesting to see how we do the rest of the season.
I think she's settling in, and it's been a much quicker transition than it was last year. And Jess deserves a lot of credit for that. I think Jess, she's got some gifts and some talents, and I think she's doing a great job of blending them into the team and using them when it's the right time for all of us.
If we keep on improving and keep on playing as a team, I think we can go pretty far this year.
Coming up after the break.
Welcome back to the show. This week's Olympic Sports Spotlight focuses on volleyball as our women took on Virginia Tech in another round of the Commonwealth Challenge.
The Olympic Sports Spotlight is presented by the Virginia Athletics Foundation.
Everyone was pumped up, definitely. We just thought it was really important to get this win, especially since we're going on the road in a couple days. We really needed this, and so we were excited.
When we were playing them the first time, it was kind of almost our first match of the season because it was our first match without Sarah Kirkwood, so we had some lineup changes. And since then, we've even had more lineup changes and done a few different things.
We moved Lindsay Oscar to the outside, and she's played there for the last 3 years for us. And we just picked apart their defense, and it seemed to work.
I guess I was just forced to step up. I've been playing on the right side. I got to come back to my old position, so that was nice. And it's just, I needed to make up for some kills that we lost from not having Sarah around, so I've just really been concentrating on that and really just concentrating on playing the best I can.
She's probably, I think, maybe the 11th person in the history of Virginia volleyball to get 1,000 kills and 1,000 digs. It's a pretty remarkable feat, and she's been a great player for us. For her career, she stepped on the court as a freshman and played right away, and then she's always been a mainstay in our lineup, and we're just really proud of the effort she puts in every night.
Virginia Tech has really disciplined blockers, so I knew I had to mix it up in order to pick apart their defense like we wanted to. So I just kept an eye on that middle blocker and really tried to set a good game.
I think that Emily really establishes Katie in the middle. Katie's a great hitter, and that just opens up a lot of holes for me to hit in. So that really helps me out on the outside.
We've grown tremendously. Lauren has had to step up and really become an outside 0-1, which is the outside here that plays next to the setter, and take so many swings in pressure situations. Leadership has really had to grow. All three of my fourth years with Lindsay Osco, Emily Kirkwood, and Emily Pirelli have really stepped up and demonstrated their desire to win, and that's what we've needed.
I think our team chemistry and just everyone's been, taking different roles on the team and improving different aspects of their game. It's just been a huge help,
We don't want to lose to any team twice in the ACC, especially Virginia Tech, just because of the rivalry. So this was a really big win for us and really important to us.
Everyone's just been willing to step up and take a bigger part of their role and just go for it and help the team out. We've really gelled together a lot without Sarah here, and I feel like with her back, we're going to be unstoppable.
We have a little frame for the Commonwealth plaque in our locker room, and it says, if you can read this, you're on a mission, because it's missing the plaque. And I think our girls really took that to heart, and now we get to keep the plaque till next September.
In other Cavalier sports action this week.
Coach said before the game that he thinks this game is going to determine whether we start going down or we start going up from here. So I think with the win and how we played overall, we're going to start going up now from here.
I just told the team this, we're about halfway through the season. not only is it a good win, but the way we did it. I mean, we just played hard, we played well, and got the goal when we needed to, and defended and kept our cool in the end. It didn't get real hairy at the end. You guys did a real good job.
I saw Yannick go up for it, and I saw the center defender go with him. So I thought that was wide open, so I just told him to try to flick it. Whenever he flicked it, try to hold off the guys who are running with me. And I touched my right foot, which I usually don't touch my right foot, but I went for it, and I just tried to hit as hard as I can, and it went in.
Just a great goal. And I think we deserved another one and just played very well tonight. So I want to say thanks to our loyal fans and everybody else who came out who hadn't been to a soccer game in a while. I think I heard the announcement at 7,400 went a long way for our team, and I really think it helped us tonight.
Thanks for watching Cavalier Sports Weekly. Next week we'll have highlights from our football game against East Carolina, and more great features and game stories from soccer, field hockey, and volleyball. Until then, go Hoos.
Cavalier Sports Weekly is presented by the Virginia Lottery, where all profits benefit Virginia's public schools grades K through 12. By clean, safe, reliable propane. Propane, exceptional energy. By Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. And brought to you in part by the Virginia Athletics Foundation, dedicated to providing scholarship, operational, and facility support for the Virginia Athletics program.